Hey everybody, Brock Frady here, helping you enjoy your ride. I'm coming to you from Flow Lexus in beautiful Greensboro, North Carolina. And today I have a special treat. It's a 2016 Lexus GS350 FSport. The FSport package on the 2016 GS350 is a $4,115 package, and it includes some pretty incredible goodies that really set this vehicle apart. We're going to start with 19-inch split 5-spoke wheels with a dark graphite finish, and the fitment on these wheels is staggered, so they're wider on the back than they are on the front. And these are fitted with the Dunlop 265/35 R19. In the back, we have two 35/40 R19. We're going to check out the FSport tuned adaptive variable suspension system. You see Eco, Normal, Customize, Sport, and Sport Plus. Well, as you turn this knob, you'll see different little icons pop up right here and also in the center of the dash there. So I'm going to turn it left and it's going to say Eco. I'm going to turn it right and it's going to say Sport. I'm going to turn it right again and it's going to say Sport Plus. Now whenever you roll it over into Sport, it enhances the something called accelerator or throttle mapping, and that makes it a little more sensitive in the throttle. When you roll it to Sport Plus, that's also going to tighten up the variable gear ratio steering, your throttle mapping, and it's going to make the suspension system adapt a little better to driving on curvy roads. Okay, next we're going to take a look at the 14-inch two-piece front brake rotors with 4 piston calipers. These are going to provide plenty of stopping power with 4 pistons there. The 16-way FSport driver's seat right here. Now you can actually tune this seat in 16 different ways in order to fit you exactly the way you want to be fit. One of the coolest things about it is right here, and you can see that those are little symbols there, and that's your bolsters. So when I press this, you can see how the bolsters on the seats are going to move. You see that? So those bolsters, or the wings right there, they're going to grip you a little better if you're throwing it around really hard in curves. This is your seat cushion extender, so you can see how that works there. It's going to pull the seat cushion way out, and then there's for the back of the seat, that moves the seat forward and back, and then you can actually tilt the seat here and move this whole seat up there, and then you have double lumbar support right here on these toggles. Really cool design element of the inside is the Naguri aluminum interior trim. You can see it on the dash panel, you can see it on the door panels here. It's also going to be on the door panels in the very back. This is exclusive to the FSport package. That's pretty cool. You can also see it right here on the center console, the cup holder panel. It's all down in here. That just gives it a totally different look. Another part of the FSport package is the black headliner in the vehicle. It matches the entire interior of the car, and if the interior is indeed black, this comes in more than one interior color than just the black. Here's a good view of the front seat from the back, and you can see it's definitely a cockpit like fitment for the driver and the passenger. You can see your FSport pedals down there, the gas pedal, the brake, and then your footrest. Just a really athletic looking interior. You can see down here where you have the whole spindle grille that is surrounded in the chrome trim down here, and then you have your really big, bold, aggressive face there of the FSport with the big spindle grille. And you can see how the daytime running lights here, basically start down here in this corner and then incorporate themselves all the way up into the headlight and actually go into the headlight. It is such a unique look. Fsport badge here, and that's on both sides. And then of course you're going to have the Fsport badge on the very back. And you can see that the lower valance down there, the very bottom part, you have your little fins down here, and that's going to help with keeping her stuck to the road at higher speeds. The door seals are lighted for the Fsport. You can see that there. That may be a little bit hard to catch in this light, but there's a beautiful LED light that's behind them. Lexus Safety System Plus. You can see these two buttons right here. This is going to be lane departure alert, lane keep assist, and this is going to be your radar cruise control. This is the distance that you use to set your radar cruise control. This whole system works by the use of a camera that is going to be up here in the rear view mirror area, and it sees the lines on the road. You can see that there is an icon right here, and it looks like there are lines, and that represents the front of the car. Well, the camera sees the lines on the road, and whenever you are moving left or right and it deems that you're not paying attention, it can sense that, and it can alert you by warning you that you're getting outside of your lane. And you can see here that it says LKA, and that's lane keep assist. Lane centering is on, and then there is steering assist right there. And then you can choose the alert. Alert is here, so I'm going to press this little center button, and right now it's an audible alert, and this is the vibration alert. You could probably hear that in the steering wheel. Well, it's going to vibrate the steering wheel for you to let you know that you're getting outside of your lane. You can adjust the sensitivity, you can adjust the sway warning and the sway sensitivity. That all has to do with keeping you in your lane where you need to be. Another thing to note, if you do not turn on your turn signal, in order to change lanes, it's going to assume that you're swaying out of your lane, and it's going to vibrate the steering wheel, or it's going to try to nudge you back into your lane using the steering assist. And you can see that right there, steering assist. So the point of that is use your turn signal to change lanes. Then you have radar cruise control. I push the end of this stalk, and that activates the cruise control. It says radar cruise active, please pay attention to other vehicles. At that point I can hit this button, and you can see there are 3 blue blocks right there that represent car lengths. So that's the maximum sensitivity, and so that's 3 blocks there. I'm gonna hit it again, that's 2 blocks, and then there's 1. That adjusts the distance between your front bumper and the rear bumper of the car in front of you. What this will do is it will keep you at a distance, a preset distance from your car and the one in front of you, even applying the brakes if necessary, if the car in front of you brakes. That's just a very brief tutorial of this. Transmission, that's park, there's reverse, there's my backup camera, and when I turn the wheel, I can see the yellow block turning, and that allows me to know exactly the position of the car in reverse. Then when I put it into drive, I see drive here, and at any speed I can flip this over and I can change gears with my paddle shifters here. I shift up on the right and shift down on the left, and that allows me to manually change gears. Otherwise it's in drive, and that's going to be the position that I'm staying in probably most of the time. Voice commands.
Please say a category name.
It's too hot.
Cooler.
It just adjusted it from 73 to 69. Whenever I said it was too hot, it took the temperature down by 4 degrees. You can obviously say it's too cold. You can also say this.
Please say a category name.
I'm hungry.
Find dining.
This will find the 5 nearest restaurants.
Please say the list number.
At that point, I can just pick a restaurant. That's a little bitty brief anything on your voice commands. Right here is your information screen, so that's going to have to do with the information that's up here in my on the left. And you can see that I can hit this little arrow here and I can see all kinds of information, settings, fuel economy, range, all that. That's my accelerometer. That tells me when, you can see on the bottom left it says brake, then it says accelerator, left, right. You can see as I turn the wheel, it says right, and all that. So that measures my G-forces, tire pressure, and sway warning. You can see the big center dial here with the tachometer, and then the digital speedometer in the middle. And I have the selectable drive modes here. I can do this at any speed. I just turned it to the left, and that's eco mode. I pushed it, that's normal. Turned it to the right, that's sport. Turned it right again, that's sport plus. Heated and ventilated front seats are here, and automatic works with the climate control system to adjust the temperature of the seat automatically, warm or hot according to how you have the temperature set. Climate control system is here in the middle. That's pretty self-explanatory. Cup holders, Safety Connect right here, and you can operate that using the button up here, SOS. Also, if something happens, there's a really significant impact in the vehicle that you have with another vehicle or something else, it will call for help, and they'll know where you are, what kind of car you're driving, your name, and whether or not airbags have been deployed, so they can get you help as necessary. So this has been a brief look at the 2016 Lexus GS350. I hope this helps you. Please feel free to leave me any questions in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to help you in any way I can. Also, please feel free to come see me. I'm in Greensboro, North Carolina, and I would love to help you with your next Lexus.